Hey everybody, Jeff Hem here with you at First Horizon Park, and welcome back to another episode of Down the Line. We're with Sounds infielder Weston Wilson. You ready to do this?
Absolutely.
Hard hitters, man, hard hitters. First of all, North Carolina guy, growing up. So who was sort of your team and your favorite ball player when you were little?
Wow. So I grew up actually as an NC State fan. Both grandparents went there, so grew up a Wolfpack fan. Did go on a visit there and ended up signing somewhere else. But professionally, I think Atlanta, because that was the closest place to home. Got to spend time going to some games there, and then wasn't too much of a basketball fan.
Okay.
So, yeah.
When you're on deck and you're thinking about your upcoming at-bat, what is something that you're trying to tell yourself or think about as you're locking it in?
Just have fun, kind of have the best at bat I can have, whether that's a guy that's trying to attack me, you know, being ready, aggressive early, but really just squaring the ball up, making as hard a contact as I can.
If you could pick between coming up with a big hit in the ninth inning at home to get the roar of the crowd, or the crowd is roaring against you in the ninth inning on the road and you silence them with a big hit, what gives you more internal joy?
Both are great, but I think doing it at home, because those are the fans that have your back all the time. So I think giving them, you know, what they came to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a guy who spent a lot of time here last year, what are some things you've grown to love about Nashville as a city?
Gosh, everything, to be honest. This is where I want to live now. You know, I've talked to my wife at potentially living here and settling down here. Maybe getting a place at some point, but the food's great. You know, there's a lot of food options around here. People are super friendly. You know, I just think the atmosphere, it's young and there's a lot going on.
Yeah. You guys spend so much time at the ballpark. During the season, what is something that's sort of an escape for you, whether maybe an hour or so in the morning that helps you get away from the game when you need to?
I like to journal.
Okay.
So doing that on the side, that sounds kind of weird, but doing that, but also, you know, getting some coffee and driving around out in the country, like down to Franklin and stuff like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? Now we're getting real existential here.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
What is it?
And I don't, it's just a hot dog.
I'm gauging you don't eat a lot of hot dogs.
No, I don't.
What about hot chicken? You're gonna make your home in Nashville.
I'll tell you what, my wife doesn't really let me eat that kind of stuff, so unfortunately not.
You're gonna
I would love to, though.
Yeah, well, maybe you'll start if you make your home in Nashville.
Yeah, absolutely.
As a guy who's got some strong facial hair game, when's the last time you were fully clean shaven? No beard?
Ooh, I think my sophomore year of college.
Wow.
Yeah, we had a policy my first 2 years there. We had to shave, so once that rule was lifted, I said I gotta grow it out.
What would it take?
I like facial hair too, so not being able to have it was very difficult for me.
So what would it take for you to shave off the beard?
It's gonna take some substantial money.
Some substantial money?
Yeah.
Okay, not like a 3 or 4 homer game that might, you know.
No,
okay.
absolutely not.
So it's here to stay.
Yeah, it's here to stay.
Pre-game music, not your walk-up music, but like if you're putting on headphones in the clubhouse to lock it in, what are some things that kind of get you where you want to be?
I love country music. Listened to that for the last, I don't know, maybe 10 years. That's what actually got me listening to music on my phone. Before it was just the radio. So Christian music and country music are really the only two things I listen to. Maybe some EDM, but yeah.
You sound like a guy who's going to make his home in Nashville with the vibe of the city and how you like to drive around and listen to some music. It's
absolutely,
a good fit.
I think so. And then also being close to my parents in North Carolina.
Yeah.
I've spent some time in California the last couple years, but I think being close to her mom's on the East Coast, and then both my parents are, so I think it'd be a great idea to be over here.
Good stuff, man. Thanks for going down the line with us.
Absolutely.
All right, Sounds infielder Weston Wilson, thanks for joining us here on Down the Line.